the top pumpkin beer, or best pumpkin beer,
Ooh.
I guess, technically. Very interesting. Pumpkin beers, me and Jim have talked about, I don't know how many times on the site. We don't get the
Ad
hate
nauseam.
for Yeah, we don't get the hate for it. Some people still hate it. Some people comment they can't stand it still, even when they saw we put up this bracket. Regardless, for those of you who do enjoy pumpkin beer, we had a pretty eclectic list here, and I really reached out and wanted to go across the country. I was going to take this to 64, but I said, no, let me just limit it to 32, because I didn't want to get anything too obscure out there for people. Jim, have you already looked at the winners?
Looking at them right now.
Yeah. So for us, I don't know about the rest of the
Wow,
country.
neck and neck.
This was zero surprise as far as what was going to be 1 and 2. And Jim, I didn't even ask you for this bracket, what did you pick as your winner?
For this one, I'm pretty sure I did pumpkin.
Okay. And I did Weyerbacher. And the winner was Pumpkin, which from Southern Tier, that is honestly, and I just had this discussion with someone I work with today, one of the most decisive of the pumpkin beers, and commonly used an example of a beer with like too much going on, a ton of flavor. Jim's wife's friend Amanda likes to say it feels like fall came in her mouth. So yeah, this is one
That
of
must
those.
have really stuck out with you.
I mean, she said it so many times and then commented on it when we did the review for it. So yeah, the way she said it in that way definitely stuck out. So I was like, wow, who would say it like that?
That's an ad slogan right there.
Yeah, but interestingly enough, a dude I work with just was at some event where they did blind pumpkin beer tasting, and he was shocked to find out his least favorite was Pumpkin when he was blind testing,
Wow.
even though he's someone who goes to, like, whenever he goes to a party and wants to bring a pumpkin beer, he usually brings that. So he's like, that's kind of weird. But, yeah, it's number one, and I think most people really know it well. It has one of the coolest labels. And, yeah, Southern Tier just makes quality shit, and this is the beer they're best well known for. So, number 2 was Weyerbacher, which is mine, and apparently a lot of people's favorite, like Jim said. By one vote, it lost. So, it's right there. That has a shit ton more subtle flavor. It's a little bit stronger. But like everything from Weyerbacher, I love the shit out of it. So, definitely can't go wrong. Number 3, for me, is a little bit controversial. And me and Jim talked about this one, too. Dogfish Head Punked, right? Or Pumpkin Ale. That's right.
Yeah.
Man, when you read this label, you would think every flavor under the sun is there. And then you try it, and you're like, actually just kind of reminds you of like a brown ale. Like, not bad, just not as much flavor as advertised. So, yeah, but we know a lot of people who love it, so not really shocked.
It's funny, too,
because...
Yeah, it's funny because a couple of years ago, like, especially when we did a review for it, like, that was like the hottest beer out there at the time. We're talking like 2014-ish year, 2014. And, yeah, like, that was the one everyone's like, oh, this is the pumpkin beer. This is one of the best beers ever. Blah, 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 blah. And then, yeah, I mean, it still did high on our list, but got way less votes overall, but just got a lot of higher votes.
Yeah. Number 4, a beer I really love, and I guess this bracket proved me wrong. I thought it was underrated and people didn't know as well, but the Shipyard pumpkin beer, that's just one that's really solid and can get overlooked for Pumpkin or Weyerbacher, but it shouldn't be because it's damn good. Number 5, this is a brewery that I think moving forward with all of our brewery brackets is going to be high. The Sam Adams 20 pounds of pumpkin. It's good. Don't get me wrong. I do like it. It's great for more casual beer. But, man, Sam Adams just knocks it out of the park every time we do these brackets.
I mean, it's so well known. It's the most macro without being macro, so people don't instantly hate on it.
True. Yeah. But either way, definitely, it's a good beer. So, not trying to hate on it. Just, yeah, I'm shocked it's this high compared to some of the others. I might as well mention coming in at number 6 is the beer I'm having right now, which is the Brooklyn Post Road. As I said, it's a better session pumpkin beer than the rest of these. The flavor isn't as high on the list, which is important for me, but apparently not as important for others. Damn good beer, just like you said, depends what you're looking for from your pumpkin beer.
Yeah, a lot of the big names rounded out the top 10, like Elysian and Ballast Point and Harpoon, stuff like that. I'm actually kind of surprised to see Blue Moon at number 11, because I know for us and for probably a lot of people out there, that was almost like a gateway drug kind of beer, especially not only for craft beer, but for, pumpkin beer as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and that's another one I think overlooked, because some people have stupid hatred for Blue Moon, because God forbid, whatever.
It's owned by Coors.
Yeah, but no, that's perfectly good pumpkin beer. Now at the bottom, I'll be honest. Did I try? Okay, I tried one of these. So at 28, we have Allagash Brewing's Ghoul Ship. I think that's how you say it. Never had that one. Number 29, Flying Dog the Fear. I've had that, and I've said multiple times on the site. Flying Dog is one of those breweries where they have like a handful of like really good beers and then a whole lot of subpar, just average beers. I don't know what it is. They have a really cool art style, as I've said many times on here, but their beers just fail to impress, and I guess this kind of proves it. Number 30, Blue Point Mother Pumpkin Ale. Never had it.
Nope.
Number 31, Coney Island, which when I was putting this list together, that was on like everyone else's list of best pumpkin beer. So I'm kind of shocked it wasn't higher. But like Jim and I said, we'd never even heard of it prior to this. And then finally, 32, Schleifly Pumpkin. I don't know. How would you even say that?
Schleifly? Madeline? Like she's
well, it's kind of like school Schleifly, or I don't know. Either way, we're stupid. Listen, I can be honest with our stupidity. Yeah, so that one got barely any votes. Pumpkin beer, once again, it's an odd thing. It's still not fully accepted, but obviously by the amount of votes we got, it's still mainstream enough where people know it, and we're really happy to see two of our favorites were in the top 2, really. So, anything else on this?
I mean, there's just a general hatred for pumpkin stuff in general, even though people buy the shit out of it every year. So, it's that thing. It's the thing that's easy to hate on because it's so popular. And
Jim, is it because people are so basic who drink it?
No, it's because beer snobs are cunts. That's why. God forbid it's something with flavor.
Yeah, people for sure do not don't like anything that can get too popular. God forbid.
No, if it doesn't taste like a tree branch, then it's not real beer. Yes.
So let us know what you think. If you hate pumpkin beer or love it, or are you shocked by the picks? I'd be more shocked by anyone who really likes pumpkin beer and is in the know if they were expecting one of these others to take the top lead. Because, like I said, for Jim and I think it was a no-brainer.